so next one, I'm going to show a quick progression for learning how to jump back, and the way that I call this jump back is a lever style jump back. So what we're going to do is work through push-ups, 2 different types of push-ups, regular push-ups and pike push-ups. Then we'll work on what I call an accordion style jump back, and then I'll show you guys the lever jump back, and you can see how these things progress. So first thing is learning how to do a really good push-up, and always making sure that at the top of the push-up, your elbows are straight, your shoulder blades are spread, and as you lower down, your chest opens and your shoulder blades retract. As you bend your elbows, your hands should be right at that level of your rib cage, okay? And then back up. So I'm gonna do this 5 times. All right, next one is the pike push-up. For the pike push-up, it's actually the opposite. You don't want your shoulders to move. You only want your elbows to move. So basically, what I will try to do is keep my shoulder blades in a protracted position where your upper back is a little bit rounded. And then the motion should look like you're going from downward dog into a tripod headstand position. So something like this. Next one is that you're going to work on landing in a complete push-up negative on every single jump back. So when you're jumping back from a standing position, your body is folded in half. Your knees can be bent, that doesn't matter. But what you really want to do is, rather than just thinking about jumping backwards, you want to actually think about moving your upper body forward as well. So this is what I call the accordion pattern. You want to move forward in order to get weight backwards. Looks like this. Do it a couple times. And the next progression that you can take from doing that jump back, making sure every time that you land, again, open chest, shoulders back, head up. Once you really get that pattern and it looks easy enough and it feels easy enough, then you want to get a little bit of a height. This is what I call the lever. The lever is that you want to get your hips up or forward. In order to get your hips forward, you have to push your shoulders underneath your hips. So you have to do the work of depressing your shoulders, pushing your shoulder back under your hip. So that's the next step. And what that looks like is this. You can see there's a little bit of lightness in that jump back. I'm going to keep working on it and see if I get a little lighter as we go along. Next one, we're going to try and do this minus one leg. So this will turn into a single leg jump back and eventually up into a single leg press for a handstand. this is what it looks like. Okay, next step after getting pretty comfortable with the single leg jump back is going towards single leg handstand. So you can jump into your handstand or you can press into your handstand. And there's two ways, obviously. Many people kind of switch these up, but if you're jumping, you're gonna go 1 foot forward, 1 leg up, and then it's your bottom leg that actually moves your hip forward. So you're gonna keep that top leg up and really try not to use it at all. So you can see when I'm jumping, that jump is super light. It's a really little jump, and it's just enough to try and get my hip forward over my shoulder. So I just play with that. You can change legs, try both sides, see what side's easier, and then work on your uncomfortable side as much as you can. All right, next one, we'll work on the single leg press. For the single leg press, it's your top leg that carries your hip forward. Your bottom leg is actually totally passive, okay? Okay, next step, once you feel comfortable relatively getting into your single leg handstand, then you can go handstand to push up. So basically what that should look like is that you're unfolding, again, just like that accordion style, unfold into directions, and that means moving your head and chest forward, which looks exactly like you're moving through a pike push-up. Your head has to come forward and down, and at the very end, you'll lift your head up, open your chest, and go into that first push-up variation that we did. There's your progression from push-up into single leg handstand and single leg handstand back to push-up.